Hello, my name is Spencer, and this is my first impressions of Ittle Dew, developed by indie game developer Ludosity, also known for their port to the tablet version of Magica, the Wizards of the Stone Tablet. Ittle Dew is actually kind of a block-pushing game with RPG elements, with a Zelda-like 2D style to it. Very, very interesting actual visuals to the game, and the music's actually very, very nice and has a good ambience to it for kind of an adventure kind of style of game. Let's move on to the options. As you can see, there's only currently 3 options in the options menu. We have display time, which from what I've heard is actually built specifically just for speedrunning in mind, which is actually kind of cool. It's almost like they're creating a community right off the bat. Now, they also have music volume as well as sound effects volume. Now, when you start the game, there's a launcher that allows you to select your resolution as well as quality. Something I actually noticed about quality is that there's only a normal option. There's no low or high option. So I wonder how whether or not they're going to change that, or if they need to, considering that this game actually could run on, at least in my opinion, on almost anything, from what I can tell. Now, other things we have in the menu, there's Extra, which just has cards. Now, as you play through the game, you actually can collect these cards. Right now I have a few. As you can tell, I have played through some of the game, but there's not nearly as many cards here as there are actual monsters. Now, you do have some information on the card here that's actually kind of useful. Down there in the middle left, there's a number. I believe that's actually how many hits it takes to kill them, or how much damage, quote-unquote, actually it takes to kill them. I believe the stick is 2 hits on these to kill them, and then maybe 1 with the sword. I don't know. Maybe it's just 2 hits altogether all around. Like I said, I've played some of the game, but not actually quite that much of it, to be honest. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back here and actually jump into the game. So, as you can see here, I've actually already played an hour's worth of gameplay, but just for the purposes of this video, I'll go ahead and start a new game, just so I can show off some of the aspects of the game while we're learning them. So let's go ahead and start this now. I believe there is a text-based kind of cutscene as we start right here. Well, would you look at that? An entire island just reeking of adventure. I sure hope that's the adventure I'm spelling. Is there a swamp nearby? Who cares? Let's check out that dirty old cave. Right, I'm taking a nap in the tipsy button. Call me if you need me. So we have 2 characters here. There's Ittle Dew, which is the main female character you'll be playing throughout the game. And then you have Tipsy, which is kind of her magical fox friend with dragonfly wings, because why not? Tipsy will give you some tips throughout the game if you press LB. Depending on the area you're in, he'll kind of help you out and let you know what you need to do if there's anything that needs to be said. Also, RB will show you your map. The game does a good job of actually completing the map as you work through, and it's very detailed, and you definitely know exactly where you are at any time. Also, check it out, and you notice you can zoom. That's an interesting feature. Alright. On the top left, you have her health, and then at the bottom right, you have what items you're carrying around. From what I know about the game, there's only 3 items available. You have a sword, and then I think 2 wands, which kind of add to the simplicity of the game, but in no way is this game actually simple. Let me go ahead and start through the game right now, and we'll go through some levels. So let's start by going ahead and taking a look at what the sign says. Tutorial Cave, adventurers welcome. That's perfect actually for what we need to do. Let's go over the basics of the game. Let's take a look here. What do we need to do? Floor switch. Alright, I'm assuming this is the floor switch. Awesome. So this game does have kind of a good amount of hints, and it teaches you the basics pretty well quickly. And as you notice, anything that you can interact with kind of has a little wiggle to it, which is also important to think about. Everything else is kind of static, but the things you can actually interact with wiggle. So, hint, walk into some blocks to push them. So I'm assuming this is the block to push. It is. And here's another sign. What do we have to do here? Light this torch with your burning stick to open the door. So I'm assuming we have a stick. Maybe we light it on fire here, and then we burn it here. Alright, awesome. And as you're going through here, actually, 1 second here, we have some text. I'm going to go and skip over all the text in the game, just so that we can go ahead and move along through smoothly. But as I was saying, as you run around, you notice I'm still on fire from before, but eventually that wears off. And I believe the way to go through this is, okay, so do that. How do I get through here? Okay, so I think you have to hit these, and there's a time limit, and then that opens that up, and then I destroy this little platypus-looking guy. Oh, Jesus. Platypus-looking guy, and that opens that up. Now, my only gripe with the game so far is that the combat of the game is a little bit wonky. You try to hit them, and if they're not like right in front of you, or you don't line it up perfectly, you'll miss, and then you stop. You can't move forward while you're hitting. So you have to kind of line things up perfectly, which I guess isn't so bad. The combat isn't fast-paced or anything like that, but it does have its own set of issues here. So I believe you just do this, and that opens that up. What was press down both forces at once? So I kind of jumped ahead there, but you can't step down and then get off, and it's indefinitely opened. So I don't know what this is. Maybe this is kind of an out when we come back. I'm not sure. Alright, so that's the end of the tutorial cave. Moving on to the overview, or I should say the, what is this, overworld. Like I said before, this game does have a Zelda-esque feel to it. North, the castle, west, Fishbun Hills, and east, the swamp. So it looks like actually everything's closed off. I have to just kind of go north. What's over here? Okay, so east is also Desert Grove, but as I said before, I can only go to the castle and, oh yes, the shopkeeper. I believe he has another kind of extended text, but like I said before, I'm going to go ahead and just to skip over it. That way, just in the interest of time, there's a lot of really, really good dialogue here, but unfortunately, it will take me forever to voice act it. So, we have 3 items here. Like I said before, there's only 3 items in the game. These are the items that I was talking about. There's the Fire Sword, $200, Portal Wand, $300, and then Ice Wand, $400. So, as you can tell, they move up kind of incrementally. Through this door, we have actually kind of a warp zone. I believe, yes, the Warp Garden. And different areas that you unlock will be right here, and you can access them all through here like that. So moving back through here, we'll head up to the shop. Not the shop. We're in the shop now. We'll head up to the castle. That's what I meant to say. So let's move up through here, and the castle. What does it say? Oh, simply just the castle. Perfect. Alright, so here's the castle. Oh, we're experiencing some frame drops. I hope that figures itself out. Looks like the game does have some kind of frame issues. Maybe it's possibly just because I'm recording it, but this definitely is something to look out for. Again, skipping through the little cutscenes here. A lot of interesting dialogue nonetheless, though. And I think this is pretty simple. And she's mocking the face. That's great. Okay, so let's move through here. As you can see, okay, so it is like I said before, I wasn't sure how many hits it took to kill people, but as you can see, there's 2 hits for this, and I believe. Oh, here's a funny one actually. Okay, that's just sick. Is that a heart? Where'd you get that? From the ground. Don't eat stuff off the ground. 5-second rule. So I guess it kind of solves the question of what happens when you pick up the hearts. I'm assuming when you kill people, you literally eat their hearts. So that's interesting. So let's go through here. Okay, there's a pressure plate. What happens when I open that? Okay, so that opens that up. But there's no way to go through here and actually get to the other side. As you can tell, each time you come back to your room, the monsters respawn, but by killing them, you don't really receive any kind of experience boost, so there's no point in killing them again, only killing them if they happen to be an obstacle. So let's look here. What is this to? Bring fire from the west. Alright, so there's no real instruction here for what we need to do to get to that door. What? We can't even afford items. Cheapest item. What a ripoff. Better keep us avoiding that northern castle in. Okay, so that's from before. I guess we'll have to figure this out on our own. I'm going to go ahead and push this over here and see if I can't do that, and then move that one over there and step on this one. Alright, perfect. So I'll move through here. Looks like I guess I'm getting fired from these things. And let's hope the time doesn't run out before we get over here. Alright, perfect. So we're moving through. I believe we can just move this forward and push this out of the way. And I guess we're putting out the fire here. What does this read? Okay, this door is open for the other side. So I'm assuming that this is the door that I ran into earlier. Yes, it is actually. Alright, perfect. So let's see if we can't just dodge these guys. Don't waste our time actually trying to kill them because we don't need to. Let's take a look here. Bombs and torches love being set on fire. It's what they live for. So I'm assuming that we set these bombs on fire and then possibly explode these cracked, again, wiggling textures here, which let us know that we can actually interact with these. The only things that actually, I kind of take it back, the only things that don't wiggle are the doors, but I guess maybe that's just because they're not technically in use yet. But as you can see, we have to light that on fire, and then we have kind of a reward. So let's go ahead and see if we can't get this over there. Let's do this. I'm going to kill this person, getting in the way. I'm going to go ahead and move this over here and see if I can't get this at least next to here. And then move this one up and see if I can't get it across the floor over here. But crap, we need something to light it with. So let's see what's down here. I doubt they would put fire so far away. In fact, if I remember correctly, yes, there is fire over here. So let's go ahead and get this up here. And okay, so everything kind of, let's just make this quick then. Maybe we can light it on fire before the fire. So using common sense, I'm assuming that the fire sword is an item here that might actually become useful to us. So let's see what comes over here. I'm assuming I can't actually finish up without the fire sword. So let's open this up, and we get our first set of coins. Let's see how far this takes us. Maybe 100, or okay, so 100 and okay, looks like 200 actually. So our fire sword was 200. Let's go over to the warp garden, and okay, they took our lunch money. Arg. I'm assuming that that was their cache, and they're mad about it. So let's go ahead over here and go to the shop, conveniently placed right next to the warp garden, so we can buy our sword conveniently placed near the door. I'll buy that now. I don't have the fire sword itself, okay, but I'll send you to the Toasty Caves where you can get it. Deal? Okay, do we travel to the Toasty Caves? No, we launched to the Toasty Caves. Alright, so he took our money and then literally launched us across the map into a volcano. Interesting. Alright, so I'm assuming that now we kind of have to fight our way out of the volcano. Professional shortcuts, so. Alright, so we have to get to that, but there's no real way of, I mean, maybe I do not know. Maybe there's like a crazy, I'm not even gonna try it at this point. Let's see here, what are these? Okay, so light those on fire. What is, okay, I'm noticing some arrows on the floor. Maybe I'll go ahead and just follow those. So up here we have our fire sword. It's a fire sword. I guess it's like your stick is now permanently on fire. You can melt ice and light bombs and torches and stuff. Alright, perfect. That's going to be hella useful. Let's go ahead and do this, and I can just kind of light these on fire, and that opens the door. Perfect. Alright, well, let me go ahead and see what's down here first. Alright, so it's just a crazy old man telling me to get the fire sword. Perfect. Let's go through here. And take a look at this. Hint, a bomb that is not on fire is a sad bomb. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and light that on fire now because it said so. That's on fire and see if we can get through. Perfect. Alright, moving on through to the next area. There is a crazy volcano guy shooting fire bombs at me. Let me go and see what I need to do. Block the enemy's path. So it said that I could destroy ice. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't do that and maybe block his path to this. Alright, perfect. Oh. Okay, perfect. And it's actually kind of funny, another thing about the quirky humor, every time you kill someone, they kind of explode into a ball of confetti, which is kind of funny. So let's see here. It makes it extra fun to kill things because you want to see the confetti everywhere. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting puzzle here. This is quite challenging, to say the least, just because of the sheer amount of things on the screen. So if I push something this way, that's not going to do anything. That doesn't open anything up. So I'm going to go down, and I'll just break this one. There's no use for that. Oh, look, some health, but I don't need it because I'm actually full on health. And then maybe push this one this way. I'll go ahead and blow that up because I like seeing things blow up. I mean, who doesn't? Alright, so we can't push this out of the way, but no, that wouldn't help us out anyways. Let's push this way. Maybe push this like that. Destroy this block. Destroy this, and then push that. Okay, perfect. So we'll just destroy that and then get to the door. Or I guess I should say the staircase. Alright, taking that heart there. Alright. Oh, another frame drop. I hope that doesn't affect the rest of our game. Let's see if we can't get that worked up again here. Alright, so there it goes again. So I hope that doesn't become an issue for anyone actually playing the game. Luckily, I think maybe it's just because I'm recording it and I just destroyed those blocks for no reason. I'm recording it, so maybe it might have an effect on the game. So I'm assuming, well, let's go ahead and make sure what our objective here is. Like I said, you can hit this and it'll tell you. Okay, so ice logically puts out fire, so maybe if I just push this here, destroy this, maybe push this here, push this there, and then like that, and then I guess you can really do it like any number of ways. It's pretty simple. And the door opens. Alright, awesome. So let's take a look here. Bombs can be pushed. Alright, perfect. And as you can see, there's that neat little guide there to tell us exactly where to put it. And I'm going to put it right on top of the fire symbol. Alright, that's awesome. So I believe we're close to the end of this area. Oh, not yet. Oh, okay. Well, let's do this. It's telling me to light these on fire. And, oh no. Okay, let's just go through here. And, okay, that opened that up, I'm assuming. And let's move through here and I can kill this guy. Okay, so let's do this. Alright, what do we have to do here? Okay. It's showing us an arrow. Maybe. Okay, there's a thing there. I don't know, maybe the ice could go across the spikes? Alright, perfect. So we'll go ahead and do that. Move over here. Oh, crap, no. Let's move across here. And light this on fire. That was pretty self-explanatory. The arrow tells us to go up, so we'll go up. And I'm assuming just probably destroy this guy right here. We'll probably get us through just fine. And I ran myself into that, so luckily I have some health. Otherwise, I would be totally screwed right now. Alright, moving through here. Okay, so we're back actually to this room. I'll move that out of the way. And okay, so that gives us access to the ice block. For that... Oh no, I think I messed it up. No! Okay, so... Yeah, I think I messed it up. Because, I mean, obviously it wants us to move this block into here, and then the other block over there. So, yeah. So let me go ahead and retry room. Another thing I forgot to tell you about, actually, is yes, you can retry the room, which is great, and it pulls you back where last came out, and you can just kind of retry it. So, I'm going to push this like this, and then I'll ignore that one, move down, and then I can push that like that. Alright, perfect. Alright, so we have a boss battle here. Looks to be pretty simple. I have a feeling I'm going to light those on fire. Alright, mademoiselle, something in a different language. Okay. You don't know what that means, do you? Nope. Neither do I. Let's fight. Okay, so he's a gem inside of a weird Zorro kind of thing. And, let's find out what we need to do here. Let's go ahead and look at Tipsy for a tip. Push that bomb and set fire to it, then lure him to the explosion. Keep hitting it to send him still. Keep hitting him to make him stand still too. Okay, so where do we get a bomb from? Let's try just go and lighting some fire and see what happens. Hope he doesn't hit us. Run. And okay, perfect. So, oh no. Okay, do this. Hit me, baby, one more time. Okay, that was horrible. So what's gonna happen next? Okay, so it looks like, oh Jesus. Okay, this is a multi-stage fight. I'm assuming you probably just have to hit him with the bomb a couple times and that finishes him off. So. Do that. Got more health. Back to full health. The good thing about this game is it is pretty generous with the health, at least in the beginning. I don't know if maybe later on you'll have more problems getting to the health. I'm assuming so because you'll probably have more health in general. At least I would think. You know, standard progression in games. Don't kill me. Okay, so light some fire. Come after me. No. All right. Well, we'll try this again. Let's hope I don't die here and. So these take 2 hits, and then this guy takes 1. Please give me some health, any health at all. Alright, perfect. Lighting on fire one more time. Hope they'll hit him. Oh, Jesus. Good thing he doesn't do very much damage, otherwise I'd be totally dead right now. And, yes, perfect. And this. Alright, awesome. Alright, so maybe one more time, possibly 2. Generally things happen in 3s in most video games, so I'm assuming that's probably what's going to happen. Move. Get him there. Alright, awesome. And I got a health. Great. Do this one more time, hopefully. Or possibly 2 more times, like I said. And let's see what we can do here. Okay, so a bomb appears again. Pretty simple boss fight we have going on here. Attack me. Okay, do this. Hey, come after me here. And boom! Okay, perfect. Again, more confetti. You can't go wrong with huge confetti when you kill something. It really makes you feel good about yourself. And you get over here and you get your reward. Alright. Tipsy's tips. Hey, it's a piece of paper tape. Tape that thing to your life bar, and let's find some more of them. So I'm assuming, okay, yes, you probably get 3 more of those and get another health. Interesting mechanic, actually. Good progression. Really makes you want to explore and see if you can't find out where all of the paper is. So let me go throughout here, and alright, so we're done with the intro. Again, another frame issue. I hope that, like I said, that doesn't transfer over to just regular play. And I'll go ahead and end it right here. Well, I guess not really end it on my playthrough right here. And dear adventurer, for your convenience, there are no missable collectibles in the Iron Dungeons. But my personal opinion of this game, I actually like the game a lot. I'll give it probably an 8 out of 10. I don't really like the battle system, having to hit them and line it up. Maybe I'm just not good at it yet. Maybe I'll get better on. But besides that, the game I think has 4 to 6 hours worth of gameplay on it. And it is $13.99 on Steam, and I believe it is coming out on Wii U here in the future. That's just a rumor. I'm not 100%, but that's what I heard. That'd be really awesome, actually, because it is designed for a gamepad, so possibly that might work out as well. But yes, it's $13.99 on Steam. I'm not sure if it's actually worth $13.99. I would have more liked it possibly to be maybe like a $10 game, but I do know that it is £10 or euros or whatever it is. That might be the case. Maybe it's £10 and this is just the US equivalent because it is a company based in Sweden. So, but yes, my name is Spencer. This is my first impressions of Ittle Dew. Just thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.